Hey guys, welcome to Plant Therapy. Today is October 29th. We're reaching the end of the month, and look at how pretty it looks out here. Due to the rain, we're losing a lot of leaves. So I thought I'd just take a quick shot, and now let's get right to my October favorites. Okay guys, so the first on my favorites list is this amazing, beautiful, I want you to be able to appreciate the leaves. This was sold to me as Syngonium milk confetti. And I tell you, the Syngonium, sometimes their names get to be a bit confusing because they look like the same plant. They'll have different names. So I may be wrong as to what the name is on this. So if you look at the variegation on these leaves, there's little speckles of pink here and there, a little bit of splash here and there. And actually this plant has a half moon leaf. Let me see if I can find it. It wasn't a very big leaf, but very cute nonetheless. Let's see, where was it? I don't know. Anyway, it's here somewhere. Maybe I'll find it after. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Can you appreciate that? It looks like it got ripped too, unfortunately. But yeah, you can kind of see it's half pink, half green. I thought that was cute. But yeah, this plant's leaves are nice and huge. Now look at this here stem. Look at that. It's huge. So it is really asking to climb. Look at the aerial roots on this thing. Very cute. Anyway, yeah, I'm tempted to give it a pole or chop that and start it in on a plank or something. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's cool. Cool looking. Look at that leaf. But yeah, I'm crazy about this Syngonium. Really easy, carefree. It has like light. It can actually see the sky from where it is on the floor. And it seems to be happy. You know, you can tell by the leaves. And they feel a little limp and flimsy that it's time to water them. Now let's get to the next one. I don't want to get too carried away. Now this one, another Syngonium. Much smaller in comparison. But it has been such a breeze with this one. So pretty. I love the color on the leaves. This is a holly. I believe that's what it was called. It had a little bit of something different going on here, but that's what the label says. It's a holly Syngonium. Very pretty, very easygoing. Again, love Syngonium for that reason. And let's go on to the next plant. Here we are. Not even sure if I was recording. I may have to go back over that, but here we go. The other plant I wanted to give you an update on. You've seen this before. It's my White Knight, Philodendron White Knight. Look at this masterpiece right here. Is that not the most beautiful? Well, this plant, when I got it, I was so excited to finally have found it. I don't know if you remember, if you go back in the videos from this summer, I found this, and I actually divided the plant up initially into two plants, but then I didn't like the way it looks, so eventually I put it back together. Off camera, I didn't share that with you. Just one of those days. And yeah, I'm loving this plant. Not disappointed at all. Yep, I put it in a self-watering pot, and it seems to do well. I was afraid I'd forget about it, so when I repotted it again, I just did that. Put it in self-watering. Yep, very pretty plant. Very happy with it. Philodendron, easygoing plant. The next plant on my favorites list Had to be a Hoya, right? This plant was sold to me as Hoya Patcha Clada. Apparently there's a new name. Not sure if that applies to this one. I don't really know all the history behind that. But this is what it was sold to me as, and I'll put the name. It's subquintal something. I'm going to put it on the screen. It's a really long one. So I'm just going to go with the name that it came labeled as. Look at these tiny little leaves. Isn't that adorable? So this was the newest one. I have another one here. This is the original one I got. I love this plant. It's like very succulent, like the leaves are hard, kind of fuzzy. And the color on both of these seems to be a little different. This one has a little bit more of that greenish. This one looks a little paler. This was the original one I got. And I got quite a few leaves. If you give it enough sun, it starts to stress around the edges. You get this pretty dark margin. I don't know if you can really appreciate that there. But I am in love with this plant. It's very succulent like, so I treat it that way, wait for it to dry out. Now this one here, I potted up in pond, and she seems to be doing okay so far. That was a recent repot, and there's a little reservoir of water in there, which I think I'm going to empty. I don't think it really needs that, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm trying to learn. Look at these tiny little leaves down there. So we got new growth. But yeah, I am just thoroughly in love with this. This one seems to be growing straight up, so I just gave it a stick for now. And we'll see what we'll end up doing in the long run. This one, I like the kind of, I like the way it's growing. So I'm not going to mess with that. And I like it in this distressed looking planter. I like that look. It's really pretty. So yeah, and I love the thick stems on these. Really nice, solid, beautiful plants. So I wanted to show them both to you because this one seems a little different from that one, only in the shade or the color of the leaves. Who knows why that is. But yeah, Hoya Patcha Clada. All right, and another Hoya here that I have to kind of pick her up. Have her in this cute little pink pot because I think that definitely seems to blend nicely with the dark leaves. Now this here was sold to me as Cronana Black, and if you look at it, I tell you, I get very confused between Cronana and Lacanosa because that's more of a Lacanosa shape, don't you think? But then you look at some of the leaves, I really don't know. So if they're one in the same plant, not really sure, but I love it. It's a fast grower, very pretty, and I look forward to the day that it flowers for me. Hopefully it will. I've been looking for peduncles, haven't found one yet. But this is the Hoya Cronana Black. Okay. And last one on my list, nope, not the last one. Hold on. I have another one that's in a hanging pot, and I want you to, this is a begonia, strawberry begonia is what it was sold to me as. And it gets light from above. It's like hanging by the window, and look at that beautiful, beautiful color. I'm really loving her. I think I've taken pictures. I hope she wasn't in my last favorites. I don't know. I got carried away that time. The last favorites video I made was maybe 2 months ago or so. I had to cut these down to, I think I have 7 total. And look at the babies. If it would stop swinging, would be nice. But yeah, they're coming in with that beautiful color as well. And let me tell you, begonias for me have always been a challenge. But this one I've been bottom watering I'm sorry, I can't speak. Bottom watering this thing to keep the leaves dry. And I just kind of feel it when it's feeling a little soft. They're very like kind of cardboard-like leaves when you touch them, with that little bit of fuzziness. Love it so much. But the color of these new leaves, simply amazing, right? Strawberry begonia, the only begonia I can keep alive here in the house. And this one has been getting lots of attention. This is my beautiful black pagoda lipstick plant. Now, to appreciate this, I think I just plucked a leaf off or something. You have to look from below at these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous leaves. Isn't that awesome? I really should be hanging this plant in a hanging planter. She definitely needs to be hanging so you can appreciate the leaves from below. And oddly enough, she's been blooming. Now, I'm not that impressed with the blooms. Look at that. They just look like that. They never seem to really open up to look like much of anything. So a little disappointed in that because I had seen pictures before. And she has lots of them. She's still blooming. You know, like if I really search here, I'm sure I can find some more. But yeah, this is the plant that got some attention these last few days because one of the leaves here's that leaf right here, feels like my Hoya Crinkle 8. I wish you could feel this. You can't feel it, but it has those little depressions in the leaf. And I thought it was strange and posted a reel about that and mentioned her in another video, only because I find plants to be so amazing and so full of surprises just when you think you've seen it all. But this plant and the Crinkle 8 were side by side for the longest on one shelf. So I have no idea. It's the only leaf so far that I've found. This one is a little wonky looking, but most of the leaves are very kind of curved, smooth. That's the one that caught my eye, though. As I was having coffee one morning, just the way the light hit it, there we go. You can really see it there. But anyway, she's gotten enough attention there, and I think she's about to sprout a little flower there. Or is that a leaf? I'm not sure. But yeah, these are my favorites for the month of October. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any questions or comments below, please share. Thanks, guys, for giving me a few minutes of your day. And have a wonderful Halloween. Bye.